everyone, and welcome back to Top Tier Arcade. My name is Steve. We're back in the apartment. This is going to be part 5 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles LE by Stern. And it's going to be one of the ones I've been looking for at the very beginning when I put a list of mods I wanted to do. And we've reached it at last. It's going to be the official Stern topper. Yes, we've got to it, and I can't wait to install it. A quick history of how I got the topper, which is a bit unique. It started 2 years ago when the pandemic started in 2020, and I was looking at things to do at night just to occupy my time, and I came across a Twitch streamer named Joel, and Joel, his stream was just another pinball stream. And while watching, I liked his energy. He was very new to the hobby. He had this vigor and energy to him, which is very positive, which I wish I had, but I've been in the hobby now 10 years. And I'm a bit jaded, but either way, I loved, his energy, and he really wanted to just get in and play with no drama, and I missed that. And we, got along. I tuned in every Wednesday when he used to stream, and it was great. So it turned out in Indiana, where Zach and Nicole Meny are through FlipnOutPinball, Zach would lend and still lends Joel games, to test them out and to promote their business. They're into the pinball accessories and also raw thrills games and things like that. You can check the website. It's going to be at the end with all their details. And Zach once, he's like, yeah, I kind of remember. And Joel's like, I remember you from your videos. You sound familiar, because my handle's Top Tier Arcade on Twitch. And we got talking, and Zach showed the a notification in the chat saying I have the TMNT toppers. If anyone wants to buy or shill. It's kind of like their thing going on. I'm like, hey, let me see if he's available. And I said, hey, Zach, look, man, Top Tier here from Steve. He goes, okay, Steve, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, I want to buy the topper, but I'm Canadian. I'm in Toronto, in Canada. And he goes, you know what, Steve, we've had a bad history. Nicole and I were sending to Canada duties and nonsense, and I'd rather not. I'm like, look, man, can you make the exception? I've emailed my Canadian distributor a few times. I didn't hear back. I got the runaround. I'm like, forget it. I want to order from you. You guys are starting a new business, and you've been wonderful, and I love what you do to the hobby. You're real fans of pinball, and again, raw thrills games and all the arcade machines you sell and merchandise and whatnot. And he goes, okay, let's talk to Nicole. Reluctantly, she goes, oh, fine, I'll do it. We bugged her enough, and she goes, okay, Steve, I'm going to send it to you. So they sent it. Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, they sent it in 5 days. I've got a comic book in Toronto that I ordered, and it took 3 weeks. Anyways, 5 days it came. I was going to say, hey, what's up? I didn't even suspect. Knock at the door. My wife's like, what's this now? I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. Now, she knows pinball. She's been to tournaments, and I tell her the prices, so I can't hide it. She goes, wow, that's expensive. I'm like, it is what it is. So I'm grateful. Thank you guys at FlipnOutPinball, Zach and Nicole. You guys have been wonderful. You do a great job for the hobby, and I know you're all in. So I want to support you and the family, too. I'd love to meet you one day. But again, the whole pandemic thing has stalled that. So let's get right to it. First things first, we're going to do is turn the game off. Never want to do anything with the power on. And I'm going to put the yoga mat. My wife's like, stab it! The yoga mat over the glass, which I use not to scratch the glass. And so no parts roll down, because that has that rubbery substance. And I'm going to take the back glass off, because it is an LE and it is the mirrored. And we're going to unbox the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles official Stern topper. So I've taken the back glass off, and I put on the yoga mat, not to scratch or do anything bad to the glass. And let's unbox the topper. Stern shop, pinball, looks cool. Opens just like that. Now I'm going to take my time. Ah, there's plastic. Okay, plastic one. Plastic two. All right. Let me lay that down now. Let me see if there's anything in the box. Oh, it shows the instructions. Okay. And the rest is just padding. So just a good amount of padding, which is nice. A lot of padding, actually. Okay, so What do you guys see? Can you guys see it okay? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's expensive, but yeah, there's a lot of things here. A lot of molded. Actually, let's take this off. Let's take this out. So in the box will just come stern instructions. There's the topper there. Don't touch that too much. Molded. That's going to look really nice because I have the molded Mesomods Technodrome mod as well. And then, so that's the topper. All your turtles are represented. The logo, which is a little weird because the logo on the back glass and the logo here, it's kind of lame. But it is what it is. Looks kind of cool. LEDs, let me show you kind of deeper in here. So it looks like they have the all the wires and all just the plastics, and obviously the game interacts with it, which we'll get to in a moment. And then the eye of the Technodrome will move as well. It shows to be 2 cables. One, it's kind of like an Ethernet cable. The other one's one that goes to the power board there. So that's the topper. It's pretty heavy too, surprisingly. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. All right, so what we'll do now, let's continue it. I mean, I know how to kind of install it, but we'll look at the instructions while I have you, just in case. Everyone's skill level is different. Everyone learns and feels more comfortable and differently depending. So there's the instruction. Let me move this back. Okay. See that okay? Yeah. So remove topper from carton. Carton, really? Okay. So remove 4 screws, hole plug from the top of the box. Save these for later. So on the adjacent corners, bottom right, bottom left, top left, and there's a little black plug that we reach from inside here, which, you know what? Let me do that now. So what you do is, hey, so what you do is you just squeeze. There's 2 little tabs. This reminds me of a Sanwa arcade button on my Japanese cabinets on my Blast City and my Vulix. But yeah, you just squeeze these little tabs and it comes right out. And you can see there's a hole now there. I'm going to leave that aside. And what else is there to do? So that's done. And then what you're going to do is unscrew the full 4 screws. And all you'll need is a Phillips screwdriver. That's all you need, is the star head or the Phillips screwdriver. So why don't we do that now that, well, that's pretty much it, right? 4, so I can get rid of the instructions. And then later it's where you plug it in, which I'll show you. So number 2 is topper of the back of the box. You run the cable to right. I mean, you can already see it. It's the only one that's empty. Does that show in the back glass? No. Let me go here. It's right there. So it goes right there. And then later, it even says there, back box, the ACC power. It's pointing. It's right there. It's the only one that's vacant. I'll get closer when I do it. But that's it. So I'm gonna see you up top. We'll undo the 4 screws, and I will be back. So here we are at the top of the game. I've just got a microfiber, and I'm just actually cleaning because it is a little dusty. So maybe a good idea just to wipe that. Okay, that's good. And then what we'll do is, you see these screws? It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. So I'm going to unscrew those. I'm going to put the topper on. And what will happen is these 2 wires will just feed through this hole. And before I screw it down, I'll show you what it looks like when it's installed. Okay, so I've just added the topper. And just to give you a few pointers here, there's already pre-drilled out holes for the other screws. So there's the 1, 2, and then down there will be 3, 4. And there's only kind of one way, there we go. There's only one way that it can go because you can't really even move it. So what I'm doing, even if you do this, like back and forth, it can't really move. And you just take the screws and you put them in. And even if you remove the wrong screws, you would know something's wrong because it won't fit flush. I mean, that's very straightforward. Now, quickly step down. All right. So there's the wires through the hole we just removed. And like the instructions say, might as well show you. So it'll come out of the hole. And then it's going to be in number 3. Now, it's foolproof because it's the only one not occupied. There's no way you can screw it up. This looks to be like an Ethernet cable. Shit, here we go. And that's it. And you can hear because you hit the snap like any other Ethernet cable. So that's there. And then this will run. This will run, well, let's double check. It's going to run to right there. So as you can tell, 1, 2, 3, and it's right there. That's it, look, right there. There's no, see how it's pointing? CN7, back box and ACC power. There's no other way that it can be put. So what we'll do is take this, and it's keyed, so you can see the square part will be on the back, okay? For heaven's sakes. Now I have all these other wires because I have other mods and whatever, but that's a different story. If you're curious what those wires are about, anyways, let me put that in. Hear how it clicked? That's in. So it's right there. CN7 boom, it's right there. You can't even put it backwards. If you're worried to say, oh my God, Steve, I'm new to this, don't worry. It's keyed, there's no way. So it's like a square part on the back and then like a circle. So it snaps in. There's this one here. Now I'm gonna tidy up, I mean, you would put the wires, you know, here a little nicer. I'll do that momentarily. And then what we'll do is we'll come back, I'll put the back glass on and we'll turn it on and see if it works. And here we go, first time on with the topper. Okay, got power. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Let me stand behind and see it myself. Cool speaker mods, huh? Yeah, Eddie's stuff is great. Anyways. Okay. Oh, interesting. Huh. Updating node board runtime. Update successful. Please wait. Now, I do not... sick. I don't have the newest code. I'm going to actually wait for it. Oh, cool. Look at that. Ooh, you see the Technodrome move? Very cool. So it's working. Let me come up close. Oh, see the eye move? So that's the topper. It looks pretty cool. Again, it's kind of stupid. It's probably a rights issue where there's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo at the top of the glass, and then literally right above it is the exact same logo. Kind of wish they didn't have it on there. Kind of like Elvira, where it doesn't even show like the logo per se, like it's just whatever. Looks a little weird, but I don't know. Apparently you can remove it. I'll see, you know, I'll check it out first. I mean, I don't want to screw with it too much. Oh, now one other part of the topper is you see how the eye is moving? That's part of the attract mode, because it adds, you know, it celebrates with you, you hit jackpots or whatever else. So I'm going to press start, and normally the adjacent turtle that you pick will also show up there. So there's Leonardo, so there's him, there's there, and then he's there, and then it moved. Donatello. So it is kind of cool that's cycling through. And this is if I do the flippers. I'm going to plunge just to see what's up.
Donatello chosen.
So the Technodrome, now I don't know if it follows the ball. I guess probably not, like the Homer and Simpsons pinball party. But it is really cool. And you know what's neat? It's not always too bright. So you can see right there, right? It's kind of like it's no lights. And then here's the Technodrome looking at you. And then it lights. So it is kind of cool. Like, and then boom, it lights up again. So it would go off and go crazy once you hit a few shots. Let me even see if I can hit. Donatello's an instant multi-ball. Oh, damn it. Instant multi-ball. I'm going to try to hit it and see what it does.
Shoot the center rep for your skill shot.
Of course. Anyways, okay, I'm one-handed. So that's the topper. It looks really cool. Like I said, it's very interactive. Adds more light to the game. But just for the servo motor is really neat. Look at that. Let me show you guys some gameplay. Let me try to Donatello and try to hit the instant multi-ball. There it is. Ah, look at it go crazy. You see it? So, wow, look at all the light it has. So cool light show. I'm trying to look up and play at the same time, but... Is it going crazy? Is it going crazy? Yeah. Oh, damn it. So I'm going to quickly drain. I want to see what it does when I drain. I'm going to keep playing really quick.
Ball 1 lock. Nice going, Donatello.
Yeah, really, really cool. Very cool.
Let's take these turkeys out.
Okay, one last. I'll just kind of quickly drain. I like it. Now, is it worth the money? To each his own. I think yes, it's a lot, but it is what it is. And like I said, I don't even have the news code on yet, deliberately. There's a reason. Let's see what it does at the game over sequence.
Sorry to bring our game to
So there's the Technodrome looking around. It's cool. The only kind of cool thing is, because the logo on the topper is not lit, the one on the back glass really stands out. So it's kind of dark deliberately. So there's the Technodrome eye moving. You guys want to see above even further. So really cool. I like it. I think it's really, really cool. All right, let me set you up, say my goodbyes, and give me some final information. Well, there you have it. That was part 5 restore of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles LE by Stern. And what do you guys think? I love it. I know it's expensive. It is what it is. And yes, I wouldn't have had the extra logo there, but it's kind of dark, so you don't see it as much. But I think it's great. I've always liked toppers, even when I got in the hobby. And I've always looked at the old WPC, like Whitewater, and things that had official toppers, Addams Family, whatnot. I've always thought it completed the whole package. More artwork, more depth to the game. Nothing beats the genuine product, to me, because it was meant for it. It was just meant for it. Third-party stuff might be great. Like, you can make your own topper for $50, if that, with a few figures and a few LED lights, but it's not the same. It's not interactive, and it's just not as cool. And I would get one in a heartbeat, probably with every game I get in the future, but who knows what that looks like. And I was going to let you guys know that I did reach out to Zach, and I said, hey, look, man, there might be a few Canadians that may want a topper from you, maybe seeing this video or another outlet. And I have no promises. I said no promises, but if you guys are interested, email Zach. All the information is in the description. Nicole's great as well, both of them. They're a team unit and a family unit. Email them. The worst they can say is, no, I don't feel comfortable. There's a lot going on at the border and with COVID. Who knows? The worst they can say is, no, not at this time. But email them. They've been wonderful. The prices is very fair. They didn't do anything different than I'm Canadian. They're amazing. Great to deal with. And not only that, but if you haven't had a chance, Joel runs his Twitch every Wednesday. But he's under Pinball Network and the conglomerate. There's a few different streamers on different days. Wednesdays for now, as far as I remember, is Joel, and every other weekend, or every other Thursday, he will, for now, I don't know the schedule, but he normally plays under the FlipnOutPinball Twitch stream. So if you guys want to check him out, say hi, come. I'll probably be in the chat. Not always, because Wednesdays are a bit off for me lately. But if I'm there, say hi. My moniker is Top Tier Arcade. Again, it's Steve. And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do so. I have more videos coming out. Like the video if you think you may want to get a topper, if you overall like the channel. And I have more coming. Next, I do have part 6 coming of a restore. There's a lot of little things I want to add. I want to laminate the instruction cards, the tournament button. I'm going to get into it later, but it's going to be one video, and that should be the final. But anytime you say final in pinball, there's going to be a cool mod that you're like, well, I have to get that. It's the worst. It's an addictive hobby. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't. My next video is going to be an interesting. It's a retrospective video. And it's going to be on 10 years of being in the arcade and pinball hobby. The highs, the lows, why I'm a bit jaded, why I want to continue to grow my hobby, and really cool stories about, my games being in Hollywood, and sharing a bit of that experience, and just overall people I've met. And that's pretty much it. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for checking out Top Tier. Thanks again for Joel to being the catalyst to now meeting or speaking with Zach and Nicole. You guys have been great. Like I said, all their information's below. And thanks for checking out Top Tier. Peace.